Why, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I'm your hosting guide, Zollin Ironshield. We're doing a LOTRO tale again today, my friends. We're back. And where we left off, we were basically going to finish up Book 8 of here in Lothlorien. So let's run around and finish up Book 8 and see what stories we get going. So we're going to help the elves basically prepare to leave from Lothlorien. They're going to march into southern Mirkwood, and they're going to go basically get the evil that is corrupting Mirkwood as we speak. So that is the goal today. I don't know why every time I start a video is right when my nose wants to itch. It's really frustrating. All right, sorry. Side note, it's been like that all week. I'm totally fine. Start a video, that's when I get an itch right on the end of my nose. It's like, don't want to be rubbing my nose in the camera. All right, anyway, moving on. Let's move here. Again, that's a hard thing, is, you start thinking about these things as you record. You're someone that ever does video or anything, it's like you forget that this stuff that actors have to remember and things like that too. Again, I'm more of doing voiceovers and talking with you. I'm not really acting anything, but being in front of a camera, the things you have to think about, the extra things you can't really just do because it's immortalized forever in your video. And it's like, later back I go watch my video portion and I'm like, why am I doing that? Oh man. All right. So we're gonna go over here. We need to talk to Isuriel. I think it's a her, right? It's the one that basically trained with Gandalf or talked with Gandalf a lot. I don't know if she trained with Gandalf, but that's the story arc of this story right now here in Lord of the Rings Online. And then we're gonna do Book 9 Forward to Darkness. That'll be going traveling from Lothlorien. But again, now we know the reasons why we have to go save, why the one dwarf is captured in Dol Guldur, right? Because Mazog sent him there because he's like, I didn't need him, so I sent him to Dol Guldur, right? So we're gonna find that all out as we go through these stories right now, my friends. It'll be a blast. Look at how beautiful this area is. We're going to Serin Umroth, the beautiful towering spot again. Alright, let's read the little backstory here. Haldir has told you for the preparations being made to part of the Golden Host, which is the group of elves going to Mirkwood, and desired that you speak with Isuriel, an elf being considered to lead the Maladrim. Maladrim are the elves of Lothlorien. She had questions to ask you concerning the capture of Mazog. Again, very cool. I love their story building and telling in Lord of the Rings Online. It's fantastic. Even the stuff they make up fits in really, really well to what's going on in the LOTRO story and in the actual main lore. So the Galadrim are the people of Lorien, basically. And the Golden Host of the Maladrim, Golden Host, that's the groups that are basically going on there. And by the way, the reason it says February 15th, it's giving you a time period of where you are in the story when you're here at this spot, if you're curious why it said. That's how they kind of keep track of things since it's an open world, right? There she is. Isuriel. I'm pretty sure that's her name. Oh man, I have to do it. An elf maiden voice? Oh, goodness gracious. I'll do my best, you guys.
Tell me what happened following Mazog's capture. How did you escape the throne room?
Tell me what happened following Mazog's capture. How did you escape the throne room? It's not perfect, but we're going to use that voice. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, Voice of the Rings, and I hope you will assist the Golden Host when the time comes to push forward into Mirkwood. Lord Celeborn asked me to be involved in the planning for the offensive, so in order to fully understand the mind of the captive Mazog, I listened to Corunothiel's account of his capture. With interest, I learned of your infiltration through the secret way into the throne room of Mazog. But Corunothiel ceased her tale at that point where the orcs leader was captured. I pressed her for more information, but she said the memory was grim. she did not desire to reveal it so soon. Tell me, what happened following the capture of Mazog, Zollin? How were you able to escape from the very heart of Mazog's throne room, and with the king of the orcs still in tow? All right,
I'm ready to hear the rest of the story.
I'm ready. See, actually, her voice is lower than I was doing, wasn't it?
I'm ready to hear the rest of the story.
I'm ready to hear the rest of the story, Zollin. I want to know how you were able to escape Rushdurnirlun and very seat of Mazog's power, with the Orc King still captive. It could not have been easy. This is a solo quest you cannot complete with a fellowship. Well, that's good, because it's just us.
Isuria listened to the tale of your adventure along the secret road into Rushdurino, where the Orc King Mazog was seized by the dwarves. But there was more to the story, and now she waits for you to tell it.
Alright, here we go. Here's the rest of the story we left off in the other episode. It is too soon to celebrate overmuch, Zollin, I know, but to have come even this far is something extraordinary, and yet, I wonder, Mazog is a great value of the forces of the enemy. Can it be that they will consider a trade? If we were to bring Mazog before the gates of Dol Guldur, would Gorothrul accept Mazog's life in trade for that my cousin Bori? I have sworn a vow that my axe shall end Mazog's life, but if greater good could be accomplished by his survival, well, it becomes a more difficult question, Voice of the Rings. We cannot abandon Bori now. No, we cannot. I agree. If we can trade Mazog for my cousin's freedom, we must do so. I mean no disrespect, Browen, but this cannot be. We cannot show Mazog even the slightest mercy. How many dwarves has he slain? How many of our people have died because of him? That is not enough, Orville. How many elves and dwarves alike will suffer if Mazog is permitted to live, I wonder? What do you think, Solid Ironshield? What do you guys think? Let's see. Here's what I think. I think getting Bori back is above all our most important. And if this is the only chance we have, we could always kill the orc later. Agreed. I knew I could count on you, my friend. You were with Bori when he was captured, after all. It must weigh on you greatly, as it does on me. If only I had never brought Ziegelberg forth from the darkness where it lay. But it is too late for regrets. Instead, let us plan for the future. Though I find it distasteful, we have no choice unless to leave Bori to die in the torment within the dungeons of Dol Guldur, and that is no choice at all. Mazog will live. We'll bring him to Dol Guldur and trade his freedom for that of my cousin. Now I'm curious, what does the other one say? How can you say this? This is if we said no. Did you not know Bori? You were there when he was captured. You know what he must be going through. Do not think for a moment that I am pleased with this. Mazog is responsible for so many of our sorrows, as is his brother Bolg and his father Azog before him. But we owe Bori this. We must at least try. All right, again, I'm going to agree with him to not kill him at this moment, but that's the other one, just so we have. Thank you, Zollin. It pains me. Truly it does. But we need Mazog. I agree. I hope you know what you're doing. It is my decision to make, and I have made it. Come here, Zollin. Take these shackles, Zollin, and use them to bind Mazog's wrists. They are made of iron and should be strong enough to keep him secure as we fight our way from this place. Bind me at your peril, dwarf. Alright, you better hold still or I'm gonna smack you. You think these
bracelets can bind Mazog in his own domain. You are a fool if you think I cannot sunder these with even the smallest effort. But I will wait until you are most vulnerable, dwarf, and then you will feel my hand around your neck.
Alright, he's bound. He's a pretty scary looking guy.
Good, Zollin, come here. Now we need to make our way to Rush Durindul, Zollin. But I fear we have taken too long already. This place will soon be swarming with orcs. If we hope to escape from here with our lives, and that of our captive, we need someone to manage the flow of battle. I suggest that you accept the role. You will need to tell us what our support's role should be as the battle ebbs and flows. Should we focus on improving your morale and your power, the strength of your attacks, or the fortitude of your defense?
Okay, so we're gonna get the banners.
Shout your commands by the banner, and you will modify your support role. Try it now.
Huh. Music is getting like louder and louder. I don't mind the music being loud, but it's just a little too loud for my ears. I don't know about you guys. Alright. I want more morale.
I will provide moral support.
Yes, yes. We are out of time. Here comes the enemy.
You'll pay for that.
Cruzade menu, you're dead.
You sniveling sneaks! Free me!
Good luck, you're fighting Zollin Ironshield with magical powers. Haha! You're dead.
You call yourself orcs? Now's our chance, let's move! Get ready, here they come.
Hiya! Got him. Easy win.
Here comes another.
I'm destroying these guys.
And you call yourselves orcs?
This guy's really angry that his orcs are failing him.
Aha! You cannot hope to defeat my trolls!
We must continue onwards.
Where is my other troll? Useless maggots. You only brought one.
I love Mazog's like so angry.
He's so angry. All right, we're not out of this yet. You sniveling sneaks, free me! Can none of you kill these fools?
Ah, they've gotten behind us. More from the rear! Alright, I think for the next battle here, we're going to use the bassoon!
Now is our chance.
Don't let Mazog get too far away, everyone. Can't let him sneak away.
More of them from up ahead.
You cannot hold me. My servants are numberless.
Alright, Mazog, Mr. bragging about how many orc troops you have.
I'll make you suffer for that, Zollin. And your voice of the rings.
Oh, it's a troll.
I don't believe this. Worthless curs!
We're almost there. The orcs reached Zurich Orth. We should be safe.
Why is like Mazog just running on ahead, not being dragged? It's kind of hilarious, actually.
We have made it, Zollin Ironshield.
Is that what you think?
He says in Orcish.
Gosna Snogger.
Is what he said.
It is too late, Mazog. You will never again rule in Khazad-dûm.
Rule here? You think I want to rule here? I have no desire to rule this miserable kingdom. You have no idea what is happening, do you? Gorthol's master is generous to his friends. He looks out for them. He tells them things. Mine will be the greatest of his armies. What reward do you desire? Gorthol asked me. Only the kingdom that should be mine, I told him. That place will not do, he said. My master has commanded me to draw forth the greatest terror of the abyss. That kingdom will never be free of them, he said, and only fools should disbelieve his words. You think you have defeated them? You sent them back to the deep shadow, but still they eye the world above. They hunger to return. Gortholoth made certain they would remember the way. Gorothol.
What? He's broken free!
You cannot escape, Mazog. That was close, Zollin, but we have managed to bring Mazog once more under control. I should have known he would not have some fight left. One thing is certain, friend dwarf. We will need to make some stronger shackles to hold prisoners in the future. Quickly now, before the orcs attack, let us take Mazog with us and leave this place behind.
Well, I mean, Mazog did say he would try to break those bonds, and he said he could, so we probably should have believed a little bit more. Alright, so there's the story we just told, so let's finish up with her here.
Your tale teaches a valuable lesson. We must not underestimate Mazog.
Your tale teaches a valuable lesson. We must not underestimate Mazog. The tale of your escape from Rushdurninenul with Mazog still a captive was more near harrowing than I expected, Zollin, and I thank you for recounting it to me. If we are to work with the dwarves to bring Mazog to Dol Guldur, as Browen intends, we must learn from the lesson of your tale. The Orc King is not to be underestimated. I trust that Browen's people are crafting new shackles for Mazog, to begin with the most obvious lesson of your escape. But there is more, friend dwarf. The words of Mazog make me wonder, Look first to your own doorstep before taking the fight to that of your enemy. It is said by the wise.
One thing Marzog said to you troubles me more than any other.
Any other? Much of Mazog's ramblings in the depths of Rush Durinul could have been empty bluster, the boasting and threats of a caged animal. But one thing he said troubles me more than any other. The revelation that the reward he seeks is the rule of another kingdom. Long have the orcs and the dwarves battled in the caverns beneath the Misty Mountains, and the lineage of Mazog has been at the forefront of that conflict. If Mazog, son of Azog, and the brother of Borg, have decided to abandon the rule of Moria, it can only be because he feels Moria will no longer be fit to rule. What great evil must his ally Gorthol have set into motion? If the depths that could devastate that vast kingdom and make it unfit even for the rule of orcs. Return to Gwatherendeth. Goodness gracious, quite a name. Return to Gwatherendeth in the foundations of stone and speak with Lenglamel and Forglen there. They have spent a great deal of time in the depths and may know something about what we might be facing. Alrighty. Well, my friends, I think that's it for this episode today. I will see you in the next episode of Voice of the Rings, a LOTRO tale. Thank you so much for joining me, my friends. You have a great day. Stay happy. Thanks to my Patreons for their support. If you guys are curious about that or want to maybe get Discord through doing Patreon, any level does it. Links are down there. Subscribe button's here. That's free. It supports the channel. I appreciate it a lot. If I earned it, next episode's up there and other playlists over there. Check them all out. Have a great day, Middle Earth, and we'll see you all in the next episodes of Voice of the Rings.